Okay, welcome to another video. In this particular video, I am going to show you how you can upload your Docker images on the Dockerhub. Dockerhub is basically a repository where all of the images are being uploaded. Okay, so if you don't know what is a Dockerhub and how the repository thing works, imagine Dockerhub is like the GitHub. Okay, so on the GitHub, what we do, we upload our code so that we can access it later or anyone can access it if we set visibility to public. The same thing can happen with the Dockerhub also. We can host our images on the Dockerhub. We can set to the public so that everyone can see it, or we can set to the private also so that only we can see it. And the benefit of using this is we can fetch that images whenever we want, and it will be kept saved in your Dockerhub account. Okay, so before starting a video, I will show you what are the prerequisites here that we have done already. So let me open my browser. So we have created this particular server on the DigitalOcean. So why we created a server on the DigitalOcean? So basically it might be possible that you are using Windows, Linux or Mac OS and any other operating system. So in order to keep the steps of the videos same for everyone, I decided to conduct the test on the cloud. That's why I chose the DigitalOcean, where I created this server and I conducted every single test right here. And this is the same thing we are going to use in this particular tutorial also. This is the same server. In case you don't have cloud account, please go ahead and get the cloud account, because at the end of the day we are going to implement our skills on the cloud only. So check out the description, get the link, get the cloud account. Once the cloud account is ready, you can copy an IP address from here and open in the terminal. If you don't know how to do it, it's a simple SSH root add IP address and hit enter, and it will ask for password and you will be logged in into the cloud account. Right now I'm already logged in, so I'm not going to do that. Right, once I logged in, what I have done is I have already created Docker image of static website and I have hosted a website. So if I do the Docker PS right here, as you can see, this is my website right here in the top. The website is running here. The website Docker container ID is this one. The image name is my website. This is the image name of my website, and I am exposing the port 80, so that if you can see right here in this particular window or tab, you can see the my website is running and live. Okay, so right now something happened with the website. It is switched to HTTPS. Let's go back to the HTTP again, and as you can see, it is showing my website. Fine. So right now what we are going to do is, this image is right now on the local. We are going to push this image on the Dockerhub so that anyone can access it. You also can access it on your computer. So once I push this image on the Dockerhub, I am going to keep this image there. And if you are watching this tutorial, you can see that image is there, and you can pull that image on your local host on your computer, and you can host this particular website on your local host also. Right, so let's go ahead and let's continue with the tutorial. Right, first thing you need to do is you need to have the Dockerhub account. Okay, so how to create a Dockerhub account? Let's go ahead and let's see. So let's open the browser right here and type Dockerhub. Once you type the Dockerhub, there is a first link. Just click on that particular link and it should show you the sign up form. So in the sign up form, I'm going to use my email right here. I'm going to use username, and I'm going to use my really strong password. So let's go ahead and fill the details. Okay, so as of now, I have added the username, I have added the email, and I have added the password also. I'm not going to show you my email, that's why I have scrolled a little bit up, but you can just check the box and click on the sign up and old method of verifying if I'm not bot. Let's select the motorcycles and verify. Okay, so it is verified, and as you can see, it is showing that this is my username, password. You want to save it? Obviously I want to save it, and I should get confirmation email on my email address, and I need to go to my email and I need to confirm that email. So let's go ahead and let's open the Gmail. I'm going to open the Gmail here, and let's check out the Dockerhub email. So that's the Dockerhub email. Click on the verify. Once you click on the verify, it will get to the website and it's verified. Let's close the tabs and leave and go to the Dockerhub again. I accidentally closed it, so go to the Dockerhub again and click on the sign in this time because we have created an account, and add your details here and log in into the server or log in into the platform. So once you log in, you get something like this. They have tried really hard to keep same to the GitHub so that everyone can understand it, but it might be possible that some of you might get confused. So let me guide it. Okay, so basically here is a search box where you can search any Docker image. There is a explore, does the same thing. There is a repositories. It will show you the repository that you have created. So we haven't created anything, so that's why it's there. We can create organizations also, same as the GitHub, but as a beginner, let's focus on the repositories. So my user name is server guy flux. So let's go ahead, click the repository, and the repository name is going to be the Sango, not the Django. The repository name is going to be the static web sample. So let's copy this repository name right here and paste it right here. It is saying that you cannot use the underscore. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's add capital letters then, because we cannot use the underscore, and let's see if it is there. Okay, so it is saying we cannot use the capital letters either, so let's make sure that we are using small letters. Okay, so now it is saying okay, we can add the description also. This is sample Docker website build for tutorials, right? So the okay, so once it is done, I can set the private also, I can set to the public also, but by default Dockerhub only allow one private repository. If you compare with the GitHub, it allows the unlimited private repositories for code, but hence it is a Docker, it might be heavy, so that's why they are allowing only one private repository. It doesn't matter because we are going to use the public one. Let's create right here. Okay, so once it is created, as you can see, it is showing some command right here, docker push server guy whatever and image tag name here. Okay, so basically it is telling the exact same thing we need to use in order to create the image. We need to use this image name as the image name in order to create the image and push on the Dockerhub. So let's open the terminal, and if you remember from the past, we have created Docker image. So let's see Docker images, and our image is my website image. It's an image and it's a latest version. Okay, and we have created image from this, the Docker file and demo. If you want to check it, you can check from the last tutorial, otherwise you can continue from here. And in order to build the image, because this image name is my website image, but if you see the new name should be like this, we copied from the Dockerhub from right here. So let's create a new image. For that, you can do is you can go to the exact same directory where the Docker file is there and the website file is there. So and you can do is docker build and tag t and then image name. Okay, and once it is done, just add dot, means this directory, Docker file is in this directory. Once you hit enter, and as you can see, it is building the image. So let's do clear and let's say Docker images, and as you can see, the image is right here. So now you can go hit the Dockerhub and you can just copy this particular thing and go to the terminal again and paste it right here, and this will be used in order to push image on the Dockerhub. So the tag name is the latest, as you can see right here. So let's copy this tag name, paste it right here, and let's push our image. Once you enter, it might ask for permission. So right now it is saying the permission is denied. Why it is denied? We haven't done login into the Dockerhub. So basically we need to do login using this particular terminal right here. So how we can do it? For the command is the docker login, hit enter, it will ask for username. So let me go ahead and let's copy my username. So my username is server guy flux. So it's in the URL also. So I will copy from there. I will paste it right here. Then it is asking for password. Let me add my password that I have entered while creating Dockerhub account. If I hit enter, okay, it is saying the login is succeeded. Okay, so that means login is succeeded, and we can just clear the terminal here, and we can go to our last command, docker push and the image name and latest, right? Click on that and it is preparing the image for pushing, and it is started the pushing image. So let's wait for some time until this image is getting pushed. Okay, right now it is showing the digest here, that means some kind of random string here, and our image is pushed. You can just minimize the terminal and you can go ahead and refresh this particular page, and as you can see the latest tag is here and image is pushed. Basically now this image is public and you also can host this image on your, or you can access this image on your local Docker environment, and you can host the website I am hosting using this image on your local computer also, or your server also, right? So how to do that? Okay, so let's go ahead and I will show you how to do that. So there is a public view. That means if I click on this one, it will show me how this will be visible to you. So this is how it will be visible to you. Right now there is no overview available, but I will give some details in the future. What you can do is you can just copy this particular command right here, and it will pull the image on your local. So let's open the new terminal here. Okay, so let me type the terminal here, and let me open the new terminal on my OS. So this is my local OS. This is not the server. This is my local OS. On local OS I am using the Ubuntu. Let me make the terminal a little bit bigger, and I will paste the whatever I have copied from the Dockerhub. So it is basically pulling the image on the local. Either I can do this or I will do this. What? So I will just docker run, that means run this particular image, expose the port 80:80, that means it will expose the port of the 80 and expose the port of the 80. Basically it will create a bridge between port 80 of the Docker container and port 80 of the server. And then there is a -d because we need to run as a detach, and once it is done you can just hit enter and it will host website on your local host. Okay, so let's wait for some time and let's see and how it goes. It will take some time in order to pull the image from the Dockerhub. As you can see, it is saying that unable to find image on locally. That's why it pulled the image, and right now it is succeeded. But the issue is it is saying port 80 is already being used. Okay, so in my case on my local computer I am using port 80 already. So let's modify the command, and I will just make sure that this port is 8002 because it's not being used. So I will just hit enter again, and this time it succeeded. So let's copy this 8000 port and let's go to the browser again, and hence it is on my local host. I can just do a127.0.0.1 and colon port, and this should, sorry, the colon is not added. This should show me the website, and this is showing me the website, and this is how you can host the static website using the Docker. This is how you can upload the Docker images on the Dockerhub, and you can access anywhere in the world. You can execute the exactly same command, and you can see if the my website is available on your, basically in your local host or local computer or not. And if you have any doubt, you just let me know in the comments, and I'll try best to answer your questions. And that's all for this particular video. In the next video, I'll show you how to create a backup of the Docker image so that you can protect image locally. If you don't want to upload on the Dockerhub, then you should take the backup on the locally, and then you can transport that backup to the some other server also, some other computer also, and you can use there, right? So in the next video, I will show you how to do that. Okay. Until then, thanks for watching and see you in the next.